Hello, fourth graders. We're on to chapter 15 of The Young Man and the Sea today. Where the Big Fish Live. What that tuna does, it gives me a whole new way of thinking. I've been moping around and feeling sorry for myself, but maybe Tyler done me a favor. Work my butt off all summer hauling traps? Make money $1 at a time? Why bother when all I gotta do is catch one measly tuna? Okay, not measly exactly. Has to be a big tuna. 500-pounder would be nice. Tuna get as big as 1,000 pounds, but I ain't greedy. 500 will do. Then I'll have so much money I can buy all kinds of stuff. First thing, the rebuilt motor for Rose. But I deserve a new bike, right? Fancy mountain bike, even better than Tyler's. And a new vacuum cleaner so the house don't get so dirty. New curtains for the windows like Mom was planning on. Whatever we need, we'll get it. Amazing when you think about it. A bluefin tuna is going to change my life. Maybe change my dad's life, too. Wait till he hears that new motor purring in the Rose. He'll want to get back fishing and acting like normal again. Me and him will be partners, and a little pipsqueak like Tyler Croft won't dare cut Big Skiff Beeman's traps. No siree. Not if he wants to live another day. One fish. That's all it takes. One big fish. I'm too excited to eat supper. Too many things to do. First is check out the line situation. There's a tub of heavy line in the bait shack that don't look too bad. I pull it out and walk it back and forth along the dock to measure it. 600 feet more or less. Should be plenty. Takes me an hour or so to coil it, just so in the tub, the way I seen my dad do when he was harpooning tuna. That's what I'm aiming to do, see? Harpoon me a bluefin tuna. One that'll be so fat and juicy it'll make Mr. Nagahachi reach for his wallet. One that's rolling around out there right this minute, waiting for me to show up. Big fish with my name on it. Try and catch me, Skiff Beeman. Anyhow, first things first. Got the heavy line coiled in a plastic tub. Next thing, a keg to attach to the line, because that's how they do it. You stick the tuna with a harpoon. The harpoon dart is tied to one end of a line and the keg to the other. Line runs out and the tuna pulls the keg around until it gets tired. Then you grab the keg and pull, and on the end of the rope is a big fish, easy as falling down. Takes me another hour or so to locate a keg that looks the right size. Not too big and not too small. Too big and the dart will pull out of the tuna. Too small and the tuna won't get tired quick enough. Heard Dad say that many times back in the day. Gotta be exactly right, and there it is, the perfect keg hiding behind the tool chest. I dragged the tub of line and the keg along the dock and lowered into my skiff. Haven't figured out what to do for a harpoon yet, but I will eventually. Next is fuel for the outboard. I grab a couple of empty gas cans and walk to the gas station and fill them up and walk back home. Round trip about a mile. Harder on the way back with the gas cans yanking on my arms. Don't know how much gas I'll need, but more than usual, that's for sure. Takes 2 trips to fill the tanks, so there's another hour and a half gone. Bait. I get my last bucket of salt herring from the cooler in the shack and put it under the middle seat in the skiff. Might come in handy if I need to put out a chum slick. Bits of cut-up bait that put the smell of food in the water. It's full dark by the time I go back in the kitchen and make a stack of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and fill a jug of water. Provisions for the trip. I ain't hungry now, but sooner or later I will be, and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich always hits the spot. After the food gets squared away, I check on my dad. Still passed out, or sleeping heavy. I turn off the TV and collect up the beer cans real quiet. He rolls over again. He rolls over, groans. "Rose?" he mutters. "That's you?" Moments later, he's snoring away. Part of me wants to leave him a note, let him know where I'm headed and what I intend to do. But the other part of me says, don't be a fool. What if he wakes up in an hour and reads the note? He'll try and stop me for sure, or raise a fuss with the Coast Guard. Either way, no big fish. No big wad of cash money from Mr. Nagahachi. No rebuilt motor. No fancy mountain bike. No nothing. Can't risk that. I hang out by the dock until the tide goes slack. Time to move. I know what I need to do about the harpoon, but it's shameful, so I don't want to think about it. Just do it. I'm about to untie the skiff and get going when I remember the compass. Never needed a compass hauling traps because I was always in sight of land. But going offshore in the dead of night is different. Gotta know which way is east. "Hey, Rose," I go. "May I come aboard?" The Mary Rose shifts a little as she takes my weight. I know a boat ain't really alive, not like a human being is alive, but sometimes it seems like the Mary Rose knows me almost as good as I know her. Rose, you mind if I borrow your compass for a little while? I promise to bring it back good as new. Rose don't mind. I unscrew the compass and take it back to the skiff and screw it down to the middle seat. Mighty big compass for a small boat. Compass like that, you could steer all the way to Portugal. I ain't going near so far, just 30 miles, more or less. 30 miles seems like a mighty long way to go in a 10-foot skiff, but compared to Portugal, it ain't much. 30 miles out to sea, 30 miles to where the best big fish live, 30 miles to the end of the rainbow and the pot of gold, 30 long miles in a very small boat, in the dark of night, alone. Best get moving. So that's the end of the chapter. It looks like Skiff is off on his journey. He's going out alone in the middle of the night. He's heading 30 miles out from the shore. What are some possible dangers that he faces? And is it worth it? Do you think that he should have told his dad? Do you think that this is just too dangerous? Or do you think that, you know, what he could possibly get out of it outweighs the risks? I'd like to hear your comments below. Thanks for joining me on another Read Aloud, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.